Good morning. It's April 4th, 2022. I'm in West Texas, El Paso. I'm sitting here in my office. Yes, I have an office. Actually, it's more for my wife. I just come in here to read most of the time. Anyways, going to talk to you today about manipulation and why you need to understand that. And if you do not think you're being manipulated, you're not being very intelligent. Again, I'm not selling anything. I'm not trying to take anything from you. I don't care if you like or subscribe. Would it be nice? Yeah. But do you have to? No, dude. You don't have to do anything. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have a book deal. I'm not trying to take anything from you. All I'm trying to do is offer you some advice that helped me um, get to a better place in life. And if I can keep you from running into some roadblocks or not face planning, that's the goal. That's why I do the YouTube videos. I don't do it for any other reason, and I'm well off, so I don't need your money. I don't want to be famous or anything like that. All right. So moving on. Manipulation. How do I identify whether or not I'm being manipulated? Well, from the time you get up in the morning to the time you go to bed, you're being manipulated. It used to be that you had to read ads. Now you have your cell phone and pop-up ads. Here's another example of manipulation. Like if you go in a grocery store, you know that the most expensive items are always going to be on eye level, and the average person in a man uh, in the United States is 5'7". So around that level, eye level for a 5'7" person is where you're going to see the most expensive stuff. And as you go lower on the shelves, you notice how things get less expensive. So that's just another way they manipulate you. Manipulate you. One of the easier things how you can help yourself out to keep yourself from getting manipulated is what we're going to focus on. Um, I'm pretty sure by the time you're 25, you should have figured out quite a few things as well as what type of career you're going to have. So there are things that salespeople use, or a lot of people, different people use to overcome objections. Okay. Say you're maybe on the fence about buying something. What they're going to use is called feel, felt, found. And any version of that is it's just something that works to overcome an objection. And I'll use me as an example. And let's say I'm buying a car. For example, I'm balking at the price. They quoted me like $25,000, and now the car's $35,000. You know, taxes, tags, destination fee, you know, that extra $250 set of floor mats, that kind of bullshit. I have some street vernacular or some vulgarity in my stuff. It's just the way I talk. What they're going to do is they're going to say, you know what, Frank? I understand how you feel. Shit, I felt the same way. But you know what I found out? Is it doesn't really matter. Let's get this deal done, and or it is what it is. You know, hey, let's just get this done, and that's called overcoming your objection. Well, I thought you came here to buy a car today. All I'm trying to do is help you get what you want, and there's a big hook. The difference between need and want. If you buy something because you want it, I think you have as much an advantage as I think you have less of an advantage if you need something. If you have to have something, they're going to be able to manipulate a little bit. All right. The other thing is with cars in particular, you have to separate the deals. If you have a car to trade in, I suggest you sell it yourself or sell it to a company separate from buying the car. And then if you tie those two together to trade in, you're going to get screwed. They're going to eat you up with fees. They're going to lowball you on your car. So that's just easy money for you to make for yourself. For example, I was in the market to buy another Lexus GS 350. Um, they offered me, I have an entry-level sports car. It's a 2017 Toyota 86. Um, the people who I was going to do a trade-in with, and I always do that first to see how they're going to treat me. They were going to give me 16,000 flat for my 2017 Toyota with 15,000 miles on it. Now, I know that CarMax usually pays the most for a car. So I went to CarMax and got it evaluated, and they offered me 22,200. So, and I would, what I would do is I would sell the car to them, wait till that money hits the bank. Yes, if it's going to be inconvenient for a couple days, and then you negotiate your car buying separate from them. Okay? That's just an easy way to not get manipulated. If you tie all your deals together, you're just going to get screwed. Some of the other things that you need to do or should consider doing is to not be agreeable. Now that goes against a lot of our nature as men. Men seek approval. You seek attention. And I'm not talking about being an attention whore. I'm talking you seek approval. See, I did this. Isn't that a good job? Hey, good job. You know, that kind of stuff. So by not being agreeable, you're going to let people know that you're not easily manipulated. Do we all get manipulated? Hell yeah. I'm out about $5,000 over the last 8 months by getting manipulated by some people. So it is what it is. I said it myself. Anyways, moving on. Not being agreeable doesn't mean you have to be a jerk, but you should be able to say no. You should be able to get up and walk away from any deal. Now, I need some time to think about it. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not interested in that. You don't have to say, fuck you, you're trying to rip me off. You don't have to say all that kind of stuff. Or you can just, which I recommend, you just be stoic. You just say no, and you get up and walk out. And then when they try to talk to you, then just walk away. Hey, no, thank you. And just leave. They'll be like, what? So anyway, another thing you can practice, I hope you practice, is how to introduce yourself to somebody. There is a way, I don't know if you know much about power dynamics, but here's one easy way to understand somebody is when you first go to introduce yourself to somebody, I suggest you hold still, hold your hand out, and get them to walk a couple steps to you or reach forward to shake your hand. That changes the power dynamic. And I know it may not make sense to you, but it does. And if you'll see that a lot of times guys will do this to you, and that automatically puts you in a lower position to them. So that's just another way that you're being manipulated, okay? A lot of guys, hey, how you doing? And they'll stand still. Hey, man, how you doing? And they'll wait for you to walk towards them. That's something that's just an easy, I guess you could call it a trick. It's a way to be manipulated. The other thing is, you got to always ask yourself, why is this person talking to me? You know, like when the warrant, you need a new car warranty out of the blue, or hey, you know what, the Nigerian print scheme out of, I need you to send me $500, and then a fool and his money are soon parted. So, anyways, I hope this helps. I'm not going to belabor the subject. The last part I'm going to talk about is what can cause you to be manipulated far more than you may realize is addiction. And one of the things that's been the toughest for me to quit is my addiction to sugar. I highly suggest you go and look up a guy by the name of Dr. Ken Berry. Just look him up, read up some of his stuff. You would not believe how bad sugar is for you, and you would not believe how hard it is to quit sugar. I'm doing it, but every once in a while I snap, and it's crazy. It was easier for me to get off of drugs, alcohol, and tobacco than it is for me to get off of sugar. Okay? Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. Like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.